Today we'll hear statements by the honourable members for the districts of Ferryland, Bonavista, Mount Pearl-Southlands, Labrador West, St. John's East-Quidi, Vidi, Harbour, Maine, and I understand that the Honourable Minister of Health and Community Services, the member for Gander, has leave to make a statement today. Thank you very much. The member for Ferryland.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to recognise the 40th anniversary of the Witless Bay Volunteer Fire Department and the members who have served in the past and serve today. I want to acknowledge and say thank you to our many volunteers, as well as those over the years who have given so much to the region's protection and well-being. The hours that each firefighter volunteers gives peace of mind to the residents of our communities and ensures them that they have someone to rely on in the event of a fire or any type of emergency. The Witless Bay volunteer firefighters have performed many heroic and life-saving acts over the past 40 years and are to be commended for their dedication and commitment. There are many challenges that they face, first responders today, in carrying out their duties, and the Witless Bay Volunteer Fire Department has done remarkable work and over the years have lived up to that challenge. I also want to recognise the partners, spouses and families of the members for their continued support. I ask all members of the House of Assembly to join me in congratulating the Witless Bay Volunteer Fire Department on their 40th anniversary and thank them for the past 40 years of service. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Hear, hear. The honourable member for Bonavista.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Provincial scholarships were recently announced, and I'm honoured to stand here today and recognise 3 bright young people from my district who were recipients. These scholarships are awarded to high achievers who just finished high school, are attending a post-secondary institution, and are based on results from public exams. Ultimately, it's the culmination of years of hard work and dedication as it relates to their secondary education. The Electoral District Scholarship, valued at $1,000, is awarded to 3 high school graduates in each district who achieves the highest Department of Education Early Childhood Development Scholarship score. In the district of Bonavista, Stacey Abbott and Lauren O'Driscoll of St. Mark's School and Brittany Pitt of Heritage Collegiate were the recipients. These 3 young women and future leaders have certainly done their schools and communities proud. I'm sure that they will go on and do amazing things in life. I ask that you join me in congratulating them and wishing them success in the future.
The honourable member for the district of Mount Pearl-Southlands.
Mr. Speaker, it's my privilege to stand in this honourable House to recognise the tremendous success which was the 29th annual Mount Pearl City Days celebrations. Once again this year, the festivities included various activities for citizens of all ages and interests, including a family outdoor movie night, pig roast, a picnic in the park, seniors afternoon tea, classic car and motorcycle show, a drive-in movie and a community breakfast. A new addition to the festival this year was Nevaeh's lemonade stand in support of children who are battling cancer. As in past years, the festival culminated with the Big Birthday Bash, which saw thousands of residents and visitors gather at the Ruth Avenue Sportsplex to participate in fun activities, games of chance, and take in some of the best entertainment that Newfoundland and Labrador has to offer, including the Masterless Men and the Navigators. Mr. Speaker, as I'm sure you can appreciate, any festival of this magnitude would not be possible were it not for the hard work and cooperation of a number of community partners. I would therefore ask all members of this Honourable House to join me in congratulating the City of Mount Pearl, the City Days Advisory Committee, the various community groups and organisations, community sponsors, and all of the community-minded volunteers who contributed to the great success story which was City Days 2017. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member for the district of Labrador West.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in this honourable House today to recognise the success of Labrador West's 14th annual Alvin Parrow Hockey Tournament.
Hear, hear.
Even Mother Nature wasn't going to put a damper on the 47 hockey teams and 600 players that gathered in Lab West from all over Labrador and Quebec, despite the 45 centimetres of snow that fell in less than 48 hours.
Wow.
This is the only tournament in the province that includes every division, and there were lots of great memories made during the long weekend. The winners in each division got a banner to take home and hang in their arena. This year, the banners went as follows: Midget, Churchill Falls, Under 20 Female Lab West, Bantam Lab West, Pee Wee Goose Bay, and Atom Goose Bay. there was an MVP award given to one player on each team for every game played, who worked very hard and never gave up despite the outcome. The planning behind such an event comes from countless hours of hard work and commitment from a great group of organisers, and without them, this event would never happen. I ask all honourable members to join me in thanking them for their dedication year after year to make this event a huge success, and congratulations to all teams. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member for the District of St. John's East, Vidi.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm happy to rise to congratulate a young constituent who has recent success in provincial debating. Grade 12 student John Harris participated 3 weeks ago in a debate organised by the Roderick J. White Foundation for Science and Reason in Society, or SARIS, a local education and advocacy group. SARIS is a charitable organization based on advocating for evidence-based reasoning in all aspects of public life. John Harris and his debating partner, Hannah Breckenridge, first competed against 10 other teams at an invitational tournament organized by the Newfoundland and Labrador Debate Union in order to qualify for the SARIS debate and lecture. The championship topic the two qualifying teams debated was, should prison be punitive? These two top teams debated in front of a live audience at Memorial University on a serious and challenging topic. John's team ultimately placed second, and all 4 youth participants took home scholarship prize money from SARIS. Congratulations to John Harris and the other student debaters, Hannah Breckenridge, Henry LaPrairie, and Luke Batcock, who participated in the tournament and SARIS debate. I ask all honourable members to join me in congratulating these young people on their success and wish them the best in their future debating careers. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member for the District of Harbour, Maine.
Here, here.
I rise in this honourable House to recognise Amber Costello, a young woman from my district, who was presented with the Future Leader at the 2017-2018 Miss Achievement Newfoundland and Labrador Scholarship Programme Gala held at the Holy Heart Theatre in St. John's last evening. Amber is the daughter of Stuart and Cheryl Costello of Conception Harbour and the granddaughter of the late Wilf Doyle, the first Newfoundland and Labradorian to cut a record. The Future Leader Award recognises a participant who has faced obstacles and despite these challenges has continued to succeed. The award carries with it a $500 scholarship. Mr. Speaker, despite living with a learning disability, 14-year-old Emma, a student at Roncalli High School in Avondale, works extremely hard to maintain an honours average. Within her community, she is a volunteer, gives countless hours to St. Anne's Parish and Woodford's Comfort Manor. I had the privilege of attending the Miss Achievements Award Gala, which awarded nearly $10,000 in scholarships to many exceptional young women like Amber. Mr. Speaker, I asked all members of this House to join me in congratulating Amber Costello on her accomplishments and wish her every success in her future endeavours. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Don't get to say this very often. The honourable member for the District of Gander.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to my colleagues. I rise in this honourable House today to recognise the achievements of constituent Madison Barrow of Gambo. Madison is the daughter of Don and Glendine Barrow and is currently a grade 10 student at Smallwood Academy. Madison is an Encounters with Canada alumna and was invited to apply to be one of the Government of Canada's youth delegates for the 100th anniversary of the Battle of Passchendaele. This application included writing an essay, and she chose to write about her great-great-grandfather, Eleazar Saunders, who was wounded during the Battle of Passchendaele in 1917. She was chosen to participate in the journey along with 4 other youth from across Canada. The first leg of her trip took her to Ottawa, where she read at the National War Museum's Remembrance Candlelight Vigil. She then travelled to Lille in France to attend the 100th Passchendaele anniversary at Ypres in Belgium. Madison participated in a variety of ceremonies, including the last post ceremony at the Menin Gate, the ceremony of remembrance at the Saint-Julien Canadian Memorial, sunset ceremony and vigil at Passchendaele Canadian War Memorial, a ceremony at the John McCrae Memorial, and a ceremony at Hill 62 Canadian War Memorial, where she shared her essay. Madison was also one of the Newfoundland and Labrador ambassadors that went to Beaumont Hamel in 2016 to commemorate the anniversary of that battle. She was selected at a heritage fair because of her project about her great-great-grandfather. Madison has a keen interest in the history of World War I and II as a result of her grade 8 social studies teacher, Miss Joanne Broders. She has a great respect for our veterans, past and present, who served to protect our country. I ask all honourable members to join me in congratulating Ms. Madison Barrow of Gambo, while concluding with Madison's own words. May we be challenged by our veterans' devotion to give our best to our families and our country as well. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.